How you guys doing today? Today I want to talk about 5 good reasons why each and every one of you guys out there, every single consumer in America needs a credit card. So stay tuned. My name is Jay, and welcome to Ask a Debt Collector, a subsidiary of Clear and Strategic. Now, I've been in the debt collection industry for over 15 years. I've done it all, from management to owning 2 debt collection agencies. For the past 10 years, I've been the go-to guy for friends and family for questions regarding debt and credit, and now I want to be that person for you. If you have any questions, put them down in the comment section. I promise I'll answer those questions. For those of you who are new to this channel, be sure to like and subscribe. Let's go. So I want to get right into the 5 reasons why we need a credit card. Of course, I got to give you a little bit of an intro. The reality is, I remember even when I was raised by my grandmother. For those of you who don't know, that's who I was raised by. But even when I talked to my grandmother, I probably talked to her about a month ago about credit in general. And she's, one of those people who came from South Carolina. She has her bachelor's degree. She retired. She's living on, retirement, basically. She has a pension and so forth. And when I asked her about credit, she said that she only has one credit card that has a certain balance, and she barely uses it. She only uses it, when an emergency or something pops up, but she tries not to use a credit card. The reality is, credit cards can be good and they can be bad, right? They're good when you're using them the way you're supposed to be using them, and bad when you're using them in a wrong way. And I'm not going to get into the right and wrong ways, but we will get into the 5 reasons why I think you need a credit card. The number one reason is to boost your credit history and score. Now, this is the thing you have to realize. In America, you have to play the debt game. In America, you have to play the debt game. And you're going to be on either side of the fence. You're going to either be on the side of the fence where you're using debt responsibly, or you're going to be on the bad side where you're using debt or credit in the bad way, right? But in America, you have to abide by the rules. Unless you have billions and billions of dollars and you're never going to have to get a loan from a bank or anything along those lines, then by all means you can do that. But even the billionaires, if you notice, someone like Elon Musk, one of the things that I read in an article not too long ago is, in order to avoid taxes with his stock, obviously he's worth billions and billions of dollars. What he does is he borrows against his stock. And as we know in America, when you borrow money, you don't pay taxes on it. So instead of cashing out his stock, he'll borrow against his stock at like a 1% interest rate. And that's what he'll do. But ultimately, you have to have a credit card to build credit. That's revolving credit. You want installment credit as well. But that's one of the reasons why you have to have a credit card. Number 2, which is pretty simple, internet purchases, right? When you want to go online and you want to make purchases, you're going to need a credit card. You're going to have to pay through credit. Now, the reality is, yes, you can use a debit card and it is transpired as credit, but it's not the same thing, right? They're taking money out of a bank account that you actually have money in. With a credit card, it's all taken that way, but you're going to need a credit card to make transactions online. And as we can see today and age, I never thought that it would happen, but even with shopping for clothes, we're going on Amazon to buy stuff. I never thought that could happen because I'm the type of person I like to go inside of a store and actually purchase the stuff and fill it. But when you're doing online shopping for groceries, that's something that my wife does that I still sort of kind of struggle with. You're going to need a credit card in order to do those things. Number 3, one of the things that is great with credit cards is you get the history of your purchases, right? So when you use a credit card, you have the history of your purchases. And even to take it a step further, if you have a business and you have a credit card for that business, when tax season comes up, it makes it a lot easier. You never want to intermingle your personal expenses with your business expenses. And so by having that credit card, you have the history with regards to it. So each and every month, all I do is just print out the statement of what charges I made, because every transaction that I make through my business account outside of paying for my office rent is done through a specific credit card. And it helps you with the history. Number 4, you don't have to fear anything with regards to loss or theft of that credit card. With credit cards, I've had a video with regards to debit cards versus credit cards. With debit cards, you're dealing with the bank, and the rules are a lot different than with a credit card. You have zero liability with fraud and theft with that credit card. So why not use it? If someone charges it up, you're not going to have to go through a lot of crap to get your money back. You obviously contact your credit card company and you let them know that there was some fraudulent activity done with regards to some transactions, and majority of those credit card companies will refund you your money right at that time span, do an investigation, and then typically, if it is in fact fraud, you'll get that money back. You have zero liability as a consumer when you use credit cards. And number 5, one of the most important things that I teach every single one of you guys. And right before I get into that, if you're liking the information that I'm giving you, smash that like button. If you're brand new to the YouTube channel, take a chance with regards to subscribing. I have over 200 videos in here of great information about credit and debt. So the number 5 reason why it is very, very vital that you have a credit card is simply interest-free money. And obviously the interest-free money comes in when you're getting the correct credit card. As you know, a lot of times they have zero introductory rates. They have all these bonuses with regards to if you spend a certain amount of money within an allotted amount of time, as well as transfers and so forth. But you can get interest-free money, period, point blank. You use the correct credit card, you get 5 points for groceries. That's something that every single consumer has to pay for every single month. Why not put that on a credit card, get 5 points for every dollar that's spent with regards to that, and then you get free money with regards to that. You take that money, you can use it for whatever else you need to. I mean, we have gas prices that are going up. In San Diego, I'll tell you this, as I go past even the cheap spots, a gallon of gas at the cheapest, which is, I think it's 87, because I get 85 as well on one of my cars, but 87 is like $5.39. Imagine spending on groceries every single month. You spend $5,000 to $2,000 a month on groceries. You get 5% back. You can use that to actually supplement the high prices on gas. It's free money. If you don't have a credit card, get a credit card. If you're not able to get approved for a credit card, down below I have a 20-minute consultation with me. We can get your credit approved and get you set up to where you're in the 700 club. Remember this, you deserve to be approved for the credit you want and need. Allow us to help you out with that. Sign up for that 20-minute free consultation down below. Now, if you have any questions about credit or debt, put them down in the comments section. I promise I'll answer those questions. And as I always state, you be great.